Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking around. We are going to be going into session 2. Session 2 is going to be groups B and C. I've got my good friend Spiff with me once again to do a little bit of pre-group analysis. So what do you think about these two groups?
Oh man, this is going to be exciting. Group B is going to be a real firecracker. We've got MauganRa, Osmos, and SoulRipper all in that group. Reflex is kind of a wild card. I'm not sure I've really seen Reflex around in these tournaments before, so we'll see how he manages to do against these three very experienced players. Meanwhile, in Group C, FoxTermelon has been doing really fantastically in the league lately. And IronCommander has recently returned from a very long hiatus from the game, and he's one of the few players that has gone random for this tournament. So I'm excited to see that too, see what factions he ends up pulling, and how he manages to navigate against the rest of his bracket, which is one of each other faction. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, and exciting thing is that we got all players checked in. Well, actually, we need one more, but he's online, and we're getting that taken care of. So we're going to have all these games hopefully happening, unless somebody magically disappears from existence. But so that's going to be very, very exciting. So we're going to keep to our streaming schedule here. We've got, once again, very exciting players and very exciting casters coming up. Excuse me. So in Group B, just absolutely insane, absolutely hands down group of death of this tournament. It's going to be so close. And honestly, if you had to pin me down who advances, I would have to say Osmos and MauganRa, but SoulRipper has been looking very, very impressive. And I'm just looking forward to how that turns out. And in Group D, absolute craze again. FoxTermelon and IronCommander, and you know what? As luck would fate it, their game is going to be game 3, so they're going to be playing last game to probably determine who's going to go off in first and second place. Not anything against the other two players. Ocean and Helius are good players. I've played with them a couple of times. But IronCommander and FoxTermelon, just absolutely crazy. We had them in the final that 2 weekends ago happened, which seems like such a long time ago. And I was going to say we casted that one together, but that was me and Girl, wasn't it? So
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, so I think you watched that final. But I'm curious to know your prediction for these two groups as well. Who are you feeling here?
I have to root for IronCommander with his random faction choice. I like that underdog, especially against FoxTermelon. We all know how powerful FoxTermelon is playing Aeon, so I just feel like I have to root for IronCommander.
All right, and what about Group B?
Group B, I would like to see SoulRipper advance, to be honest.
Oh yeah, Cybern? Is that a little bit of a Cybern
Yeah.
fanboy coming out?
Little bit of a Cybern bias, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, IronCommander also plays Cybern, so I'm just thinking there's just a little bit of a bias there, but there's nothing wrong with that. I think we've seen way too much Aeon, and you know what? That we actually haven't talked about in the casting couch segment we just did. We had one of each faction advance already, so we're gonna have a UEF, we're gonna have an Aeon. We have 2 Aeons so far in the knockout, and 1 Cybern. So that is going to be very, very exciting, and I'm hoping IronCommander can make it with his wild card random, and hopefully maybe one more UEF, because we definitely need those UEF boys in here. Of course, these maps are more air-centered, but since we didn't do this segment before, what do you think about these maps? We didn't really cover that in the first one we did. What's your thought about the map pool?
Yeah, I mean, I like the map pool. I think it's a good mix of larger maps and smaller maps. It gives the players options as far as what they're going to ban and pick. and I really like seeing Shiva Prime in there. It's led to some exciting games so far, and I really like when we mix up the map pool a little bit. Open Palms is in there as a tiebreaker, so we're not overplaying it because we know it would get picked all the time. Yeah, I really like the map pool. Good mix of stuff.
Yeah, some people were not too happy about this, but I think so far, I mean, we've seen a lot of Emerald Crater and Shiva Prime. I think that has to do with, these Aeon and Cybern choices. I really think that we are going to see a lot of Desolation, some Open Palms, obviously, but I want to see some Seraphim. Is there a map that I know you wanted to see a lot of Shiva Prime, apparently. Is that still the case for these two groups?
Um, well, we did feature Shiva Prime a couple of times already, and I would like to see some fights on Seraphim. I do believe Seraphim got selected for in the ban pick phase for one of the matches that was not cast. But I'd like to see it up on the screen.
All right. So we're going to have our first match between SoulRipper and MauganRa here in a second. We do have about 15 minutes until that happens. So we are going to take a short little break. You guys don't go anywhere. Hopefully we'll start in time, but you never know. Startup usually takes a little bit of time. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Spiff. We're going to be getting started with our next round of games soon. I'm joined here by none other than Mr. Steal Your Girl. How you doing?
I am doing just fine. Excited to be here. How are you, Spiff?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm really excited for our first game up, which is going to be SoulRipper versus MauganRa. What are you expecting out of this one?
Whew. I am expecting a very good match because those are excellent players, and I am actually really looking forward to casting this one.
What do you think about their faction choices?
What are their faction choices?
Well, SoulRipper is going to be playing Cybran, and MauganRa has selected Aeon.
Oh, goodness. Well, we need to watch out for them telesnipes because I think that could be a big factor in this game toward the late stage. And well, SoulRipper really needs to get that structure detonate up because that will be able to protect him from that. What do you think?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the classic Cybran versus Aeon dynamic. Always getting that teleport on the Aeon side, and Cybran does have some options for that. It's just a matter of which one SoulRipper is going to be going for, and if he's going to be able to get there fast enough.
This is true. This is 100% true, dude. I guess it depends on who. It's kind of like a race, right? I mean, we could see who gets to what first, and maybe even we could see some megaliths just wipe out the, what would you call that? The little spam of the Yenzus. Is that what they're called? The Yenzu tanks?
Yeah, Yenzus, yeah. Yeah, a couple of megaliths can, or a bomb bouncer.
Oh, yeah.
Can really ruin a teleporting Aeon's day.
And the double shields on the Aeon, that's always been kind of frustrating to deal with because they're very, very strong. And then you got the Shachas. Like we saw FoxTermelon do a Shacha spam in the game replays tournament, and that wrecked the Cybran's day. I mean, it wrecked everyone's day, really, even UEF. Like, how do you think they could deal with a Shacha spam?
Man, it's really tough. I'm not good enough to really have any good ideas, to be honest. Not play against Aeon, maybe?
Because Aeon is a balanced faction.
Totally balanced.
Of course, I'm playing, but I think that the Shacha spam could be countered by flanks, jump jets, maybe even some artillery, really well-placed artillery, right? I mean, or bots getting up in their grill.
Yeah, they are pretty tough, though, to push back, especially if they've got a lot of support in front of them.
Absolutely. Like if they got the Yenzu meat shield going on, and
right.
What do you call those things that boost their health? I forget the name of those guys.
Bada booms.
Bada booms. What a dumb name. What a dumb name. Yeah, I got my bada boom on. Gonna make it hard for me to go boom boom, know what I mean?
Well, the ban pick phase is currently getting underway here. And pretty soon, looks like we've got a game up too. So pretty soon we're going to be getting into game here.
Okay. Looks like I got an invite from Nite, so I guess I have to accept. I mean, I can't really be like, nah, I'm not doing it, bro. I got up for this. Even though it's like noon for me. I'm super tired because I was up late posting a video for my boo-boo.
Shame on you.
My boo-boo night. Hey, shame on me?
I'm just kidding. I love you.
Shame on me? Oh,
hell no. All right, guys. We're going to be back.
No.
We're going to be back in a couple of minutes with the actual match. That was a great intro, though. We'll be right back.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Summer OSS Tournament. And the map is Shiva Prime. And we got Group B. Let's see who the first player is. We got MauganRa spawning in as the green IronCommander, dropping down an air factory first and then echoing all the things. My boy Spiff, what is going on with the other guy?
Over here on the other side of the map, spawning in as the yellow Cyber Commander, we got SoulRipper 77, who is tossing down some eco and a double research station here. And we saw earlier on this map, oh wait, no, he changed his mind. He's going for Land Factory. But yeah, because of the long rush distance, those research stations proved very useful on previous games we saw on this map.
Would you recommend opening air and research, or just all research, all in research?
I think that really depends on the read you have from your opponent. In this particular case, I would say SoulRipper's got to have a lot of respect for what MauganRa can do in this game. So I would say one research is probably risk enough.
2 research, dude. He just went 2 research, and he sees that there's air. And once that air gets up to shields and flares, that's going to be a big problem. Because once you get critical mass of the We-Do boats, they become incredibly powerful and very, very hard to stop, no matter how many adapters you have.
Yeah, that's true. And already we're seeing a bombing run on that engineer.
Oh, that poor little engineer that couldn't.
Both players pushing up towards the center and the top, which really this has been the battleground for all the prior games on this map here.
I bet. And honestly, I think an engineer going to the other starting position down to the south would be really great to grab all that mass, but now that MauganRa has air, that's really out of the question for SoulRipper, isn't it?
It certainly would be difficult for SoulRipper to get down there. He might need to pop out some adapters first to protect the engineer.
Yes, I agree. I think this factory's just asking for it. Yep, exactly what I thought would happen. A long-range point defense. And then there's a point defense going down for SoulRipper, which I think is going to be a little bit of a meat shield. Oh, that engineer's gone.
But that factory shield, or no, that's a TML coming up first.
Not a bad idea. He's got a little meat shield on it. Trying to, yeah, this might go his way. Oh, that poor little engineer. You see him go pop? What happened to him?
Oof.
Yeah, this is going bad.
Second point defense going down.
Nice meat shield for SoulRipper. Now, I don't know about you, Spiff, but I'm hearing a lot of Discord chatter. Like, you know, the link sound?
Nope, I've got mine muted.
I really need to get on that because it's kind of disrupting. But I love the use of those loyalists underneath the factory shield.
Perfect positioning.
That's great.
Yeah.
This is great positioning. Oh, sucking up a
SoulRipper's
delicious,
commander,
yummy, yummy mass.
SoulRipper's commander, though, is down below half health and headed towards the red zone. Finally does move under that factory shield.
Well, MauganRa is in the yellow too, I think, isn't he? Yeah, he's not looking super healthy either.
But he still has quite a bit more health than SoulRipper does.
This is true. This is true. He's got over half. At least, it's like, what, 5? Oh, SoulRipper's getting wrecked. Oh, no, this is bad news for him. Yeah, that factory's gone. He's still getting hit in the butt. He's getting hit in the face. You don't want it both in the butt and the face. That's not what you want. Not at all, but he's getting repaired. So cue the sax music, because it's kind of, you know, sexy. But,
yeah, he's getting all bow chicka bow wow with that engineer.
He really is. Really is. But these point defense creeps, just back up. You know, SoulRipper needs to back up. Oh,
he is now popping out some cobras.
Yeah. Nice. Now that's what he needs.
Too late. Might be too little too late, though.
I would agree it might be, but I like how MauganRa sucked up that delicious yummy mass. That's a wonderful thing to do. Be rude like that. Now, I like the Cobras, but the shields are down, so I don't really like that for him. That's... Ooh, so close.
And that commander not quite blocking those Cobra shots.
Not
There
at
we go.
all.
That second volley, he did manage to get in front of him.
Oh, this is going so bad for SoulRipper. That volley did not kill the point defense. We got some fish tooths for MauganRa. And this isn't going great at all.
Yeah, SoulRipper back down into the red as he's retreating with his commander.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, he's down to like 2,500 health. No, less than 2,000. And I think MauganRa, yeah, he's got the range upgrade on his... Oh, and down goes SoulRipper from that range upgraded commander. Well done, MauganRa. He smelled blood in the water and he did not let up. What do you think about that, Spiff?
Yeah, absolutely. That just shows the power of Aeon, really. Although, I was interested to see Nite's statistics for the faction matchups, and it looked like Aeon versus Cybran was a much more balanced match. Aeon still had the advantage, but it was a much more balanced matchup, whereas Aeon seemed to just completely dominate against UEF.
Really? Well, Aeon's a balanced faction.
Perfectly balanced with no exploits whatsoever.
None whatsoever. So I guess that's it for this game, and we'll be moving on to game 2, or what's up with that?
Yes, there will be a game 2.
Excellent. Well, we're going to end this one, and we will be back for that one.
Welcome back, everybody, to Game 2 here of our first match from Group B. We're going to introduce the players here, starting up in the top side of Emerald Crater and spawning in as the blue IronCommander. We have MauganRa, who is starting off with some eco and then going for an air factory. And I'm joined here by Mr. Steal Your Girl. Who do we have down there on the south side?
It appears to me we got SoulRipper spawning in as the yellow IronCommander, dropping down an air factory and then getting some eco all day long. So I'm glad he started out with air. It looks like this is definitely an air map. So we are going to see a little bit of an air battle now, aren't we?
As expected.
Indeed. So it looks like MauganRa put down a second air factory. Am I saying that right? Is it Muggan or MauganRa?
To be honest, I have never heard it straight from the Maugan's mouth.
Ooh, so it's a mystery.
It is
so
a
I
bit
guess
of a mystery.
We're gonna have to ask him a little later. So I don't feel like a moron because you're all Muggan, I'm all Mungin.
I mean, yeah, we'll have to ask.
All right, and SoulRipper is dropping down a second air factory, and he's doing a little pilgrimage with his ACU up into the other start position over to the right-hand side from his perspective.
And that could give him a big advantage here because MauganRa still has his ACU sitting at home.
Wonderful. But it looks like MauganRa has the advantage in the air game, but that's not going to matter a whole lot if there's a bunch of anti-air in his home base, right? And if he doesn't see these two engineers walking up, they'll be fine.
I think this build might be pretty much a ripoff of what was it, Hope? I think it was Hope that did this.
Ooh,
built
so
a couple extra engineers and went out to the sides to take over the other unused spawns.
So this isn't a somebody, like, if you held shift, somebody put FF. What does that mean?
Friendly fire?
Yeah, or
double F in chat?
Or press F to pay respects?
Exactly. Yeah, maybe paying double respects there. It might also have been an inartful PP.
Oh, an artful PP. Yeah.
An inartful PP.
Inartful, gotcha. It was a pretty big PP. Oh, wow. We're going to hell. We're going to hell. Oh,
what makes you think we're not already there?
You know what? Plague. Pestilence. They found the engineers.
I don't think that heal's gonna be enough.
No, it's not gonna be enough. You got caught.
SoulRipper's planes are coming in.
Yeah,
at least one of those engineers should survive.
For a minute.
Ooh, not enough air though.
Yeah, that's gonna
needed a better engagement.
They're just sitting there getting gangbanged. Oh. Yeah, I haven't seen a gangbang quite like that since that meme that everybody seems to be posting of that one girl with all those dudes.
That's an old meme. That one's been around forever.
Yeah, but people keep using it, dude. So I haven't seen a gangbang quite like that since that meme, nah mean? Well, if he gets a shield up, that engineer might be okay, but he's just sucking
No.
up delicious, yummy mass. He knows he's
Getting what
gonna
he can out
die.
of it. Yeah. But he can pop out another engineer once the anti-air drives these planes away.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's enough anti-air. Isn't it? It is enough anti-air. Wow, look at that. So that's a win. All he has to do is pop out a couple engineers out of there, and that's this is all your base. But well, it wasn't MauganRa's base. It's now all my base belongs to me.
I don't know. SoulRipper spent all of his air on securing that base. I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, probably not. Nite just said that was a failed gangbang, but I disagree. That was a 100% successful gangbang from MauganRa's perspective, you know? He got in there, got his, and left, you know? Didn't leave a phone number or anything. But SoulRipper's in trouble. You ever see that Simpsons meme? I'm in danger.
Oh, yes.
That's SoulRipper right now. Unless he gets that anti-air... Well, never mind. Now that is a failed gangbang. That is a 100% failed gangbang, and they should be ashamed of themselves. They should call up whatever company that they're in and just say, I quit because we didn't do it right.
I think it's likely we're going to see factories on the low ground for MauganRa to try to maybe TML these expansions.
Where are them factories at? Oh, there they are. No, I don't see any factory. Oh,
There's a land factory going down on the left.
There is a land factory going down from that little engineer. Now, does SoulRipper see this? Yes, he does, because he's got that radar and he's Cybran, so he sees all the things. And all those bombers are... Is this really a good idea for MauganRa to be over those two air factories like that? I don't know.
I don't think he lost any planes. If he did, it was only one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was, because he's really suppressing SoulRipper's air production, and he's sucking up... Well, what I like about SoulRipper is he's getting all that delicious, yummy mass, you know, that waste not, want not, right?
Yeah, I mean, as long as Maugan is going to keep that engineer alive, or let it live, rather.
I will let you live. Remember this day. Yeah, he's just flying right over him, letting him live. Probably shouldn't. But that's a lot of air now for MauganRa. I mean, that's a lot of air. I mean, there's like nothing really contesting it besides anti-air towers. And we know how that goes against Aeon toward the end, because once we get the shields, once we get those flares, it's going to be all bad. And then there's teleporting planes. Who thought that was a good idea? That's just crazy. Actually,
it can be kind of fun, but...
Oh, it's totally fun, but it's just crazy.
It's kind of a meme strat.
Yeah, an effective meme strat. Yeah, that engineer is... Want to talk about gangbang? The condom's not breaking, though. Oh, got him! Oh! But there's a little engineer. Wow.
And that air tower almost finished, too.
I know. Talk about being cucked. Oh, they got shields. They got shields. And look, there's a fish tooth. There's a little some MML action happening. How is SoulRipper should just abandon this area, because I don't think it's gonna... Another air factory? That's probably not what you need right now, dude.
Yeah, really need a land factory there instead.
Agreed. Just a couple of loyalists would shut that down. Yeah, that's bad news. That's bad news. He's got loyalists over on the other side, though. He's got it backwards, man. He should have a land factory over where the engineer is, and an air factory over where the ACU is. Well, then again, there's a land factory going down from MauganRa over by where SoulRipper's ACU is. And there's an air fight over in SoulRipper's starting base. And there's not enough anti-air to stop this, in my opinion. I mean, it's enough to shoot away right now, but just give it another 5 minutes. I swear there's going to be a huge critical mass of of air, and it's going to be incredibly deadly.
Well, and especially with those shields too. Now that he has those, he's much more free to just pop in
Do
over
whatever
the
he wants.
anti-air, do whatever he wants, and then he can fly out, regenerate those shields.
Did you see what just happened over towards the right? I'm gonna let you look at that. Take a look over at MauganRa's little base.
Oh,
Yeah, we got a
almost made it too. Almost
Cybran.
got that factory.
I know, right? Got that Cybran Aeon mass extractor.
This would be the perfect time to control that. Control K that.
Probably, yeah, right? Oh, he's gonna blow it up. I don't see why he didn't, take it over from that engineer, but, Okay, so we got Cobras for SoulRipper over to the left. I don't think Cobras were the right choice, in my opinion. But Loyalists definitely are needed. There was no Cobra. I could have sworn I saw Cobra.
I don't see any Cobras.
Oh, it might have been a captured fish tooth, or maybe my eyes are just losing it.
I think you're seeing the factory TML.
Maybe I'm just, maybe I'm losing my mind, but that's a lot of air. Oh no, they got that scorched burn thing. Oh, look at that factory taking so much damage from one run, almost half of its health. That factory's done. Those fish tooths could really do a number on it. Oh, those bombers got it. Oh, down it goes. Yeah, I mean, I think we're reaching critical mass of Aeon air, right?
Yeah. Despite moving out to the sides, SoulRipper never quite managed to get an economic advantage that he could capitalize on.
Right. I mean, he might have more money, but what's money when you don't have troops?
Wasted.
Exactly. I mean, he might have map control, but he doesn't actually have map control, if that makes sense. Wow. Like, those bombers, like, Aeon, like, they just do so much damage. Like, they're just so ridiculous. Look at that. Shield pops up. Immediately the shield's down, and that factory is burning. Ooh,
yeah,
that
not long for this world.
Yeah, that factory's gone. But that engineer is not giving up. I don't know if I admire that engineer or well, I pity him now. Pity the fool. He's gone. He dead. Well, I guess SoulRipper might be wise to just yield this position. Just Control K the mass extractor and just yield this position. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Really need to split those loyalists. Because that scorched, a point defense. Yeah, that.
We're still not really seeing adapters, so this snipe could really happen any time now.
Oh, this snipe is gonna happen, and I don't know why MauganRa left that mass extractor. I mean, that's just free mass for your opponent. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a dumb caster, not mean. Well, SoulRipper just now researched adapters, and I have to tell you, man, that's a bad idea right now. I mean, it's kind of too little too late, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
14
getting
and a half minutes into the game.
He's getting a sizable air force. That's gonna kind of help. But yeah, I mean, that's so many We-Do boats with shields and flares and the scorched. What's the exact name for it? Scorched something. Scorched burn.
Scorch bombs, I think.
Yeah, but all I know is that commander's like not upgraded. Probably doesn't have hunker. I mean, I think he could die in just a few passes, and I don't know why he's not going for the ACU directly, because I think he could do it, to be completely honest with you.
I mean, the only other option I think he has is to go for those adapters when they're bunched up and then go for the ACU. But there's just not enough adapters there really to stop this, so I don't see why he would bother with them.
Is he playing with his food? Oh, SoulRipper's preventing over there to the left, preventing that single engineer from building up. Wow. SoulRipper's not giving up, and I have to admire that. I like that. Really need to make sure those bombers kill that engineer, though, and not just leave. Kill it before it finishes that mass extractor. I'd really advise. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I was going to say, what the heck? And a land factory. Okay, I see why he's building a land factory back in the starting base. He needs some adapters. He needs some loyalists. He needs to stop those fish dudes, and he definitely needs to stop these Weedu boats from. Ooh. Okay,
from doing
it didn't
exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, it didn't do quite as much damage, but they're not going to stop. They switch target. Oh, there it goes, and there's the second one. Yeah, starting base has, in my opinion, fallen. I mean, this is it. Like, once those anti-air towers are gone, once that engineer is gone, this is going to be an undefended position.
Yeah, and SoulRipper just doesn't really have the economy or the production to continue putting up much of a fight in this game.
Agreed. I mean, he does not have the production, period. And finally, MauganRa has taken out that mass extractor. No, just, he's getting it. He's getting it. Finally. That's like a lot of free mass. And all these vetted mass extractors, these core mass extractors are now completely exposed. And that's that for those mass extractors. And, he had that economic advantage there for a moment, but that's gone. So no production, no economics. What does that mean, Spiff? What do you think?
No units.
No units, no production, no economics. That definitely means no units because A, you can't afford it. B, you can't build it.
And no units means no win.
No winny. No winny means you losey, right? Okay,
SoulRipper is going to have another chance to win some points in this group stage.
Well, let's see how it goes. Oh, now that is a wall of point defense. ACUs don't like point defense, I don't think. I mean, what do you think?
Well, they certainly don't like walking into the enemy's point defense.
No. They love point defense when it's theirs, right? Oh, one past that shielded factory. Woo! Gone. And what is SoulRipper?
ACU is right out in the open. No adapters covering.
Yeah, this is it. I wonder how many passes. Oh, he's hunkering. That's gonna save you. Boom! One pass, hunkered ACU. That is, should pop up a little achievement. Blink. One pass, hunkering ACU. Blink. 10 gamer points or something like that. Well done, MauganRa, and well played there, SoulRipper. What do you think about that, Spiff?
Again, Emerald Crater always gives us a little bit of a slower game, but that one was fairly action-packed as far as these go. MauganRa is now up 2 points on the group stage, and SoulRipper is going to be trying to fight his way back as he goes through the rest of his games here.
Indeed, I would definitely agree with that, and I wish both the players luck. So we are going to conclude this match here and cut the stream there for a second, but we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to the map selection phase. We are waiting on them to do that. So we are waiting on, let's see, the map. It's section B. We got MauganRa and Osmos here. MauganRa being Aeon and Osmos being UEF. What do you think is going to happen there, Munchies?
Well, I've been watching the stream while you've been commentating with Spiff, and honestly, MauganRa is doing a bang-up job. I haven't seen any game of Osmosis for a while, but honestly, I'm pulling for him because UEF is kind of the underdog here, especially against Aeon.
Ah, yes.
That's a tough thing to beat.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, Aeon is very, very strong, aren't they? I mean, all factions are strong, but really, right now, Aeon is just almost oppressive at this moment. I don't know if that is true or not. Maybe it's what we're seeing, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I haven't looked at Nite's statistics, but Aeon just seems to be winning almost every single game. I mean,
Well, I think that might be your answer, huh? From what we've seen so far, that Aeon is very, very, very strong.
yeah,
So
they're a balanced faction. They're a balanced faction, of course.
they're a balanced faction for sure. So anyhow, I forgot to introduce Captain Munchies here. You know, he's got a YouTube channel that he hasn't posted on for a little while. He's been very busy. Give the guy a break. But Captain Munchies, it's good to have you back. I just wanted to say that real fast. You're an awesome dude. Thank you for coming back for at least this. It's really good to hear your voice again.
Oh, it's been good to hear your everyone's voice here, and especially the Supreme Commanders community. It's good to see that y'all are still doing what you're doing. And
Yeah.
I mean,
You
while
make-
I was also doing the watching the stream, I was also going through all the unit math and all that fun stuff because I kind of like to do that. And apparently, I lost my previous sheet, so I don't know. Maybe if I might come back. I wouldn't bet money on it, but it may be a possibility.
Well, I'm hoping for you because we miss you. There's always room for other casters here. I've always said. I mean, SoulRipper started casting. And you know, I'm really big on, like, I don't see it as competition. It's just another brand. You know, it's just another thing to keep the community alive.
It's just another way of doing this stuff. Yeah, maybe
Exactly.
maybe pull Andros back here. I know he's been on and off sometimes.
You know, I asked him to cast one of the things with us, and he was like, "I don't know, man. I don't know, man." But I mean, he likes to do his own thing,
This
and he's a
tournament?
busy guy. What?
In this tournament?
Not
Or
this
second
tournament,
one?
but like a year ago. I was like, "Come
Oh,
on, man." And he was kind of like, "I don't know, man. I don't know about that, man." But you know, he's a busy dude. You know, I understand. Like, it is kind of intimidating doing this in front of like all of 13 people.
I know. Instead of his, I don't know. Yeah, pull up his
His
YouTube.
hun-
His
100.
16,000 subscribers. Jesus,
Wow,
gotten
dude.
up there.
Yeah, he's really gotten up
I
there. I mean,
wish.
congratulations to him. Congratulations to him. Like, you know, no hate at all. I mean, that's phenomenal. I mean, at least someone in the Supreme
Yeah.
Commander 2 community is making it. You know what I mean? I think that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Yeah, one
We need
person
more of
making
us.
it allows the rest of us. Yeah.
We need more. We need more that make it. You know, I mean, we really need more than just one who has made it. So, you know, we're not going to give up. We're going to keep going. And maybe it'll be you, Munchies, because I know people love your meme videos, and you've made some funny meme videos, you know.
Oh, the one. Yeah. Then that's kind of what I've been doing is just figuring out what's the stupidest way I can effectively hurt an enemy. It may not work, but what's a way I can? Besides
Well-
just doing the normal strats, the rockheads and Russian fat boys or AC 1000s or
Yeah, I'm also talking about your
Sorry.
videos where you took a movie and you put like the units on their faces. That was pretty funny.
oh yeah, the pirate. What was it? The Pirates of the Caribbean. That was it.
Yeah, was that your last
I enjoyed
video?
I think it was. I
Yeah, that
enjoyed
was-
making that
that
one. That one was a fun one to make.
And I think the community really, you know, mirrored that sentiment. They loved it. They ate it up. And I'm sitting there going like, why is Munchies quitting? Why is he gone? Because he's got this formula down, dude. No, really, really, you've had it down. Like me, I'm sitting here doing these like competitive casts. Like half the community gives a crap about that because half the community is competitive, but everybody loves memes. You know what I mean? You've got that like people who aren't even Supreme Commander 2, lovers, and they're like, let's give this guy some love. So you were really building your channel like fast at that point, dude. And I don't know why you quit, because you could have monetized and had some money in your pockets, and you could be munching on other than Captain Crunch.
Some actual
munch,
yeah. Well, at that point, when did I post that? I posted that to go to my analytics. It's February. So yeah, that was pretty much right before I got shipped overseas. That was about a couple weeks. So at that point, then I moved. Then I went overseas. Came back, and then I was dealing with all this fun stuff. And I guess yet have found the motivation. Maybe this tournament will pull me into the right direction, getting back into everything. I hope so.
I think you need to make a meme of how Aeon is a balanced faction. I mean, I think that's really what you should be doing. You really should be making a video. Yeah?
You know what? Maybe that's a good place to come back. Maybe you might see that in a couple weeks.
I mean, teleporting planes. I mean, what the hell?
Teleporting planes. Just ACU rushes out the ass. It's everywhere.
Teleporting planes. They're a balanced faction. TML, teleporting planes. You name it. They got it. You want cheese? It's wine and cheese day actually. So they're gonna make you wine, and they're gonna bring the cheese. Not mean.
They're gonna cheese all over you and make sure you don't ever get your wine.
Oh,
I don't know where we're going with this.
You're gonna whine, boo-hoo. You're gonna whine, boo-hoo.
I'm gonna whine.
You're gonna whine, boo-hoo.
I'm gonna whine a whole lot.
Boo-hoo.
And hopefully Osmos makes the Aeon whine a little bit. Yeah, hopefully he brings it. He needs to bring the cheese.
Hey Munchies, you know what boo-hoo rhymes with?
What does boo-hoo rhyme with?
Ooh.
Oh no. Don't bring that back. I completely forgot about that one.
I know. I when I said boohoo, I was like, oh, this sounds a lot like something that we used to do every tournament.
This sounds similar.
Nite, senpai, notice me, Nite,
I notice all your shit, girl.
What?
I notice all your shit, girl.
Notice all my shit?
All your shit.
Sounds like roses.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're waiting. If they brought me in, I wanted to update you guys. We're waiting on, I think, Osmos and Reflex to finish their match, so it might be a little bit more. I know I keep extending the countdown timers, but there's really good reasons for that. I apologize for that. I think we're gonna just take a break before we get there. It might, who knows how much time we need to get that finished up, but we'll be back eventually. So don't go anywhere.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey, you're disqualified.
I'm disqualified.
Yes.
All right, you run this tournament. Okay, I'm done. Bye, guys.
Oh fudge.
I'm back.
All right, $80 goes to me. I'll.
Oh man,
there we go.
Munching
on that dough, yo.
Yeah.
Munching on that dough, not me.
Although apparently everyone calls me Munkle now, so I guess that's where it's going.
Munchies, Munkle, Captain. I'm always gonna call you Captain Munchies.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be back in just a moment. Hopefully, don't go anywhere.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the OSS Summer Tournament Group Stage. We are in Group B, and the map is Shiva Prime. And I am going to introduce the red player. We got MauganRa spawning in as the red IronCommander, dropping down eco all day long, and then getting himself an air factory. Captain Munchies, aka Munkle. What do we got there with the green player?
On the right-hand side, we have Osmos, my American brethren, spawning in as the green UEF commander, also plopping down an air factory and making sure he gets those back masses. Looks like who's got kind of the advantage here? Who's pushing out air units first?
Well, we will have to wait and see, but I have to say, since dude, they just made an energy generator at the almost exact same time, and it looks like Osmos has the advantage here. He's got his air factor. I think he put it down first. And you know what I got to say about Osmos? America.
Exactly, America. I'm pulling for him. UEF versus Aeon is no easy feat.
No, it certainly isn't. But they're going air. Wait, Osmos registered as Russian though, so I guess he's not American. He's Russian, dude.
Oh, damn it!
You're rooting for them Ruskies. I'm just playing. No, I mean, it's all good. It don't matter where you're from as long as you're playing a good game. Know what I mean? So, look who's getting the better engagement. I got nothing against you, Nite. I'm BSing, dude. Jesus.
No. Looks like if he keeps going, oh, yep, he pulled around. He saw that second air unit and pulled back.
Munkle, I just got banned. Nite just banned me, so you're on your own.
Oh, I'm on my own. All right.
You're on your own. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Just kidding. We got 2 land factories being plopped down by Osmos, and then we got a second air factor being popped down by MauganRa. And I like that you noticed that Osmos said nope to that air engagement, even though he was doing well.
Yep, he saw that second unit come out of that factory and turned right back around.
Yeah, he was all nope. He noped on out of there. And that's a very American thing to do.
Everyone loves to push this northern corridor.
Yeah, I mean, I like that he's sending an engineer to the southern corridor, though. He's got 2 going to the south. But my only problem with that is that he is against a double air factory.
Yes.
Where he's only got 1. And we all know that we do both bomb and fire at the air targets, so that's going to be a bit of a problem for him if he does not win air.
Yeah, and Osmos has stopped production on air. There's no more air coming out of his factory, so those 3 air units is all he has right now versus MauganRa's 1, 2, about 7, 8.
Yeah, I mean, I think that dead wasp definitely saw that second air factory because it landed right in it, a gift of mass, right to your doorstep. You're welcome, MauganRa.
That yummy mess is you.
Yummy mess. Always hits the spot, doesn't it? And we got a whole bunch of air coming around, and these land units are clumped up, and they got a big old kick me sign on them, if you ask me. Oh, now they're splitting. They're splitting.
They do. What does he got here? He's got a couple demolishers, a few rockheads, and 1 mobile missile launcher.
He's got some anti-air now. Oh, that engineer's gone. Oh no, he's going for the mass extractor, but that engineer better run. You better run, boy.
It's a waste of 100 mass if he destroys that.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, he seems to be intent on killing an engineer too. Oh, poor little engineer.
Poor little engineer that couldn't. But he left that mass extractor alone.
It only had about 100 health, but he seems intent on not destroying it.
Yep. Oh, dude, why did he just fly over? He didn't do anything with that bombing run. Oh, man. Big wasted opportunity there. A bunch of anti-air units are going to tickle these guys to death. They're having a little tickle party here. But those poor little wasps they're not being tickled. They're being pounded.
Oh, yeah. They're gone. They gone.
They gone. But, Osmos is... Other engineers, his days are numbered. Those mass extractors are numbered. But I do like how MauganRa is expanding to the south. That is what I like to see here. Some expansions. And MauganRa is building a 4th air factory. He's got a 4th air factory planned These land units really need to do something. They need to get in there and do some damage. Uh-oh. You see what I see popping out of MauganRa's air factories?
Oh, let me look.
Take a look.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
No, that's not good at all because those things do so much damage in such a short a time. Gunships do so much damage in a very, very short a time. Short time.
He's got a few anti-air units, but I don't know if it'll be enough. Osmos pulling up another factory up in front.
Which might be helpful to TML and Shield Up and AA, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There's a point defense there, blapping away at some Rockhead tanks, not killing one. Good move. Good reaction there.
And getting
3
rid of
mass
extractors. Ooh.
You know, mass extractors are getting wrecked for Osmos here. We got 3 that are down. And that engineer is just chilling there, built an energy generator, but it's just sitting there over there in that with those mass extractors, just waiting to be bombed.
Osmos pulling all of his attention on this fight.
Yes, indeed. There's a shield going up, that point defense.
MauganRa put a little bit into research down the south.
I don't know if he wants that ACU out there like that. Oh, no split. There's a split.
Oh! All those units.
So many anti-air units just went down. That is really going to put... That's going to put Osmos at a disadvantage. Like, that's not good. But it looks like MauganRa down to the south has put down a research station, is building a line of P-gens. I wonder what he's going to be doing. I think he's just going to go for a snipe with...
Yeah, teleport snipe, maybe?
Maybe. Or he's just going to brute force it and fly up in there with those Vulthuths and murder Osmos.
Yep. Osmos.
Oh, here they come.
Struggling to build. Ooh.
Here they come. Here comes the pain.
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh-oh. Oh, we had a little... Okay, we got P shields. That might be helpful.
It would be. Good 1,600 shields.
Yeah, but he sees the large amount of Vulthuths. I mean, they're stacking together. They're not dying.
No,
they're not dying. Oh, there's some that dropped out.
Oh, there's a few that are on such low health. Only a couple more shots that would have been gone.
If you get shields on those things are gonna be good. He needs to get an anti-air tower. Oh, he's sucking up some delicious yummy mass.
He just put shields on his
No, he didn't.
Yes,
he did. Oh, he did. Oh, nasty. And I like how MauganRa is still trolling for some mass extractors with those boats.
Yep, he's harassing the hell out of his back. Might go again for that engineer back there. Might try again to destroy that, but it seems... Ooh, that shield's going down quick.
Yeah, he's going after that factory. And Osmos is doing a wise thing. He's building a second air factory, and he's getting some wasps. I don't know if it's too little too late, though, at this point.
It might be. Two factories of wasp versus 6 factories of gunships and Weedabos. It might not be easy to counter it now.
Yeah, and what is Osmos doing with his ACU up front? He loves that mass, yo, but what's he gonna do?
I saw down south when that engineer was building those 2 mass factories a couple minutes ago that he was having trouble even building those, so he's getting some mass for more units. It's my guess to support those wasps.
Okay, those wasps are putting some work in. They're uncontested attacking these Vulthuths.
Yep. And here comes MauganRa coming to save the day, hopefully with those Weedabos, but it might be too late before those gunships are destroyed.
Yeah, those gunships are really tanky. Oh, he's pushing him with his land units, though. That could make a difference if he could take out a factory or 2 here.
Oh, yeah. Can't tell which factories are veteranized or not, but ooh, those gunships are putting in damage. They're putting in work. But those
putting in work.
Are super strong.
Jeez, they are not dying. He's going right for the ACU, though. I think I think Osmos may have made a bit of a mistake, and He's out in the open now. He doesn't have any anti-air really. I think I think this is a big mistake. Yeah, Osmos is just, look at that health melt on that ACU.
It is gone, and now those Weedabos in there to counteract the. Oh, got his hunker down. He might be.
No, he's done.
Yeah, he's gone.
It's not gonna work. He's in the red. He's below he's getting below 2,000, 1,000, and boom!
Osmos is gone.
Osmos is gone. Very well played there by MauganRa. And it doesn't matter which faction that was, honestly, because we didn't see flares come into play. That would have went either way, no matter what faction. Would have went that way no matter what faction. You know what I mean?
Yep. That was Osmos had a good push. He almost made it through those factories, and if there weren't for those gunships and Weedabos coming in at the same time, might have been able to do some serious damage to MauganRa.
He definitely would. Definitely would have. But those Weedabos really saved the day, and so did those gunships. So any last thoughts before we move on?
No, I think we're ready to move on to the second match, unless you got something else to say.
I got nothing more to say. We are moving on to the second match. And yeah, I think that's what's going to happen right now.
Yep. See you in a sec. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second match between, on the top here, spawning as the green ACU, Osmos. Did I say green ACU? I meant green UE, my UEF. Wow. And Mr. Steely Grow, who is on the bottom.
What is Osmos building though? You gotta let everybody know.
And he is building an air factory, as is, common for that spot actually on this map, especially in 3v3s.
Exactly, I'm loving that. And then his opponent is MauganRa, spawning in as the blue Aeon ACU. And he's dropping down a double air factory opener, so he really wants to win the air. But then again, he has to do that versus UEF because one UEF air factory is worth more than one of the other factions' air factories. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy.
I don't know, you might have to do some math on that one, but Osmos was almost going to put down a second air factory I saw in his build queue, but then he canceled it, so he might be going for a different strategy, maybe land again.
You know what would happen if he put down a second air factory? TML or that commander would rush up front, put down some land factories, and then he'd be screwed.
Oh yeah, that would work. Oh well, it seems like he went with the second air factory after all.
Ruh-roh.
He might be learning from the past game and doubling down on air, as he lost pretty heavily.
That's true. That's true. I mean, he got that scout off at least, and that little scout didn't live very long. And I think we see MauganRa over here scouting. He's taking the long way around. He wants to see where the expansions are going. I think that's a smart thing to do, so he sees whether his opponent is expanding to the left or right. It's pretty smart.
Yeah, that's a good call. The Weedaboos coming up on the far left expansion.
Left-hand side of the screen. Yep.
Doesn't see nothing. You might see this engineer pop open.
He's going to see a whole bunch of wasps. They're going to be all stuck.
Yep. And there goes in the wasp. And bye-bye, Weedaboos.
Oh, yeah. Not even... Oof. Gone.
Yep, now he's going to have to send out a second scout if he wants to see if that right expansion is being taken, but it doesn't look like he's going to.
Now, is Osmos looking up the delicious yummy mass? No, he doesn't want it. He's just going to leave it there. What are you doing, Osmos? That mass is there for the taking. Yummy.
Yummy. Take it.
Lick
Take the mass.
Lick that mass. Take it to the base. What? Anyhow, MauganRa is doing a really good job at expanding as well. I like that. Expanding over to the right-hand side,
yes,
as we can see. He's also expanding to the left-hand side. Now that's going to be a lot of mass spent, but it's going to be a lot of mass return. You know what I mean?
Yep. It seems like both of them are out of mass right now. Oh, well. Osmos got his factory down. Both those engineers were sitting idle for a couple seconds.
Oh, you know how I feel about idle engineers. And
ain't no mass. Ain't no mass for nothing. Both of them... MauganRa putting his ACU really far up front, kind of leaving it... I wouldn't say undefended, but it's out in the open.
Well, he knows that his opponent went double air, so that means there is nothing to attack that, except for another ACU, which will definitely get obliterated. You know, he knows. You know, that's why it's kind of risky for UEF to go double air, because they don't really have much to do.
No.
They can't.
They can shoot down the fighters, and that's it. Or they can.
That's exactly it. Now, if MauganRa put down a land factory or a string of land factories, Osmos would have to respond very, very fast.
Oh yeah, he'd have to cancel his output on air and immediately do something else.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean,
There's not a whole lot going on here. They're just kind of proxying these other spawns. Looks who might be ahead here?
I don't know. I think they're both pretty even, but I think Osmos is more concentrated in his mass extractor where he's placing them.
Yeah.
And I think MauganRa is a little more spread out.
He is. MauganRa's got his forward mass extractor wall. Seems like Osmos is going more to the side of those.
Yep.
Osmos
And we got a third air factory going down from MauganRa.
I think Osmos is trying to gain air superiority versus...
Yes, he is.
Oh, he's going to win that easily. That's a lot of wasps.
You think he's going to win? Oh, he is going to win that. But there's a fourth air factory. Ooh, that'd be a lot of wasted mass if MauganRa wins this. I mean, if Osmos wins this, that'd be a lot of wasted mass.
Oh, yeah.
And fighting over that anti-air, I don't know if I
he
advise that.
No, he needs to get out of there. He needs to pull those units away from that anti-air, at least one of those factories.
Is he winning? I think he's winning.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's winning.
Are you winning, son? Osmos says yes.
Yes, Dad, he's winning. Oh, there goes down a little wasp.
Wait a minute. I don't think it'd be advisable to press this because it's 4 air factories now. Ooh. Well,
but still, I mean, you could take a look at the battlefield. There's a lot of Weedabos on the ground and very little wasps. I only see.
Is this true?
I only see 3 wasp courses versus like 6, 7, 8 Weedabos. So it's pretty good.
Pretty good outcome.
Yeah, it's pretty good outcome for Osmos.
Yeah, but he's got a third air factory and he's getting a research station. So Osmos is doing something. So he's not just sitting there on his hands. That's good. And we got a research station going down for MauganRa. So still fighting over that anti-air. Not a huge impact in this air fight. I mean, these wasps are just tearing through these Weedu boats.
And there goes all
of them.
Yep, they're good.
Except for the newly born ones.
Yeah. I think MauganRa might have difficulty coming back for this, especially if he plans to use that research factory for gunships.
Yeah, I would not advise going gunships at all. But we could see that a factory is being queued up there on the right-hand expansion there for MauganRa. MauganRa is saturated. Oh, he's doing it on both sides. MauganRa has saturated both starting points.
His mass is going up quickly.
Yeah, he's not going to be...
He hasn't even pushed that left one.
He's not going to be down airplanes for long. Well, maybe he will be if MauganRa is able to really manage him. Mm-hmm. If MauganRa keeps poking at him like this. But this is a costly thing to do because we got an anti-air tower and 2 anti-air on the factories. Yeah.
It hurts. It's going to hurt. Ooh, can that wasp get out? No, it's dead. Oh, we got something new from Osmos. He's pushing up with land factories.
Yes, he is. I love that. I love that. That is wonderful.
Maybe I'll see my favorite fat boys.
Maybe you will. Yeah.
MauganRa pushing with lots and lots of air factories. 5, 6, 7 versus just 3.
Yeah, I mean, MauganRa's got his air spread out, which is going to allow him to come back because if Osmos doesn't scout it, those are 2 uncontested air factories that are just going to be pumping out Weedu boats. So don't count MauganRa out. I mean, he's got both expansions. He's got both of them, whereas Osmos only has 1. And Osmos is building a 5th air factory in back, and he's getting a 3rd land factory. So this could be a very, very interesting... I'm sorry.
Osmos is pulling out some missile launchers, so he might be poking at MauganRa with those while he keeps air dominance.
Oh, he's gonna be poking him. He's gonna be poking him real good.
A lot of poking going on.
A lot of poking. So, I wonder... Oh, man, another air factory. Dude, it looks like MauganRa is really going all in with the air. Like, he's not budging. Like, he really is going air.
Yeah, it's...
all day long.
73. I'm trying to figure out how many stars each one of these, how much veterancy these planes got versus each other. We got 1073 versus 1218. So these Weedabos have a little bit more health.
Yeah, as you can see, MauganRa is scouting. He sees that there is, in fact, an expansion, and he's probably going to make it all the way to the other expansion if Osmos doesn't respond. Now, P-Shields and Meteors, MMLs, are a great choice here against MauganRa. MauganRa has to pull his ACU out of cover, but there's nothing that the UEF can do to really punish that ACU movement.
No. Those planes can't shoot down, and those mobile meteor launchers are inaccurate.
Right, but he really needs to focus down those factories. He's going to lose some
Unless, of course, he stays
MMLs.
still.
Oh, no! MauganRa, what are you doing? You saw that.
Yep, I saw that. I saw those. I saw him stop. I was like, oh, I wonder if this is gonna go how Hope's battle versus Rainbow Unicorns went. Oh, there goes all those land units.
That sucks. And I think MauganRa has shields. Oh yeah, MauganRa's gonna win this now. He's got shields. Does Osmos? No, Osmos doesn't have shields. That is a big factor now. Numbers could be. Okay, it looks like no. Osmos is still winning.
Through, it looks like I'm seeing a lot more green than I'm seeing blue, but
I don't know how many more fights he could win like that though.
no, he needs to pull up that research and get those wasps, like shields, veterancy, everything.
Exactly.
MauganRa is going all out on factories and maybe not so much research, but those shields are definitely helping him.
Yes, indeed. Now, it looks like, okay, Osmos is building more air factories, so he might actually keep up with the numbers or even exceed. But I don't know why he's building a bunch of rockhead tanks, Osmos. I don't know why. Maybe to punish the ACU if it gets out of position. That's
probably a pretty good guess of what's going on. But those Weedabos are just going to slam. They're just going to give him a grand slamage.
Indeed. Now I like the. Wow. My cat just tried to jump and missed my desk and fell.
I heard something clanging in the background.
Yeah, that was my cat being a little butthole. Oh, that point defense is gone.
Winning, especially with the help of that AA on the ground. Well,
oh yeah,
only really 2 little AAs, but it helps.
It helps, you know. They're gonna tickle them, have a little tickle party. Now, MauganRa's in a lot of trouble, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like,
especially Osmos pulling away. Oh, he's pulling away. He might be losing the fight here, but pulling away those Weedabos from the land.
Oh, he got a factory. He got a factory with those meteors. Really good job there.
Yep. MauganRa just taking hits. He's down to half health.
You know, if you wanted to be tricky, if Osmos wanted to be tricky, he could have literally sent a volley of meteors right now at MauganRa and take him out. That would have been pretty funny, but kind of sad.
That would be, yeah, it would be sad, but it'd be pretty funny. Passing 1630. Haven't seen any experiments.
Uh-oh. Oh, he got hit again with... Oh, no, he didn't. He just sidestepped by like an inch.
And just missed it. But those are...
No, he's getting it. He's getting it. MauganRa really needs to do something with that ACU.
All those shield... Ooh, those P shields are just doing work, but it's not enough.
No, it's not. Those We-Do boats break through. Look at all those land factories there in the center. You know, Osmos is taking a huge risk by being out in the center like that. Like,
Yeah,
once
he
we-
is. I'm not seeing any. Oh, I'm seeing some anti-air on some of those factories, but not
If
a
those
whole
Weedu
lot.
boats teleported and they got a couple good strikes on him, he could go down.
Yeah, and he's well. He is sitting under a factory shield, but just one.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big critical mass of Weedu boats. Oh, that's a nice split, but not quite good enough. Oh, those P shields did some work, as in the words of Captain Munchies.
Putting in that work.
Putting in that work, I mean.
Osmos is air engaging, and
Is he winning?
everyone's anti-air is just engaging from each side. Osmos?
This is nuts. Osmos won that one.
It seems like both of them are pulling away. I don't know. I wish I could see how many units each one of them had.
Yeah, that would be really good to have a number counter. But Osmos has continued to build up his expansions, so that is good. He's keeping up with that. And a factory going down, the same factory that was built. Now, there's enough P shields to tank this. Really need to just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Take out a couple more factories. Really tilt MauganRa. That's really what he needs to do.
Just wear him down. This is
Wear him down.
I don't think he'll be able to snipe, but he can definitely wear him down a lot.
Oh,
Meteors are putting in.
oh. Look what
those
happened.
Meteors.
Those meteors are doing work, aren't they?
Oh, there goes one. Is there another one gonna go down?
Look at MauganRa's
those-
Air Force. Where is
there-
MauganRa's Air Force? Where'd it go?
And well, it went to the bottom of that crack of the crab map.
It went into the crack of the crab. Know what I mean?
No, I
And I
know
think
what you mean.
Oh, he got overcharged.
Oh.
But that's not gonna
Oh.
do anything. It's not gonna do anything. There's P shields. JK, OPP shields. Oh, one went through. One connected. Did some work.
But what was it cost? What did it cost? It cost 4 air factories and 2 mass extractors.
Oof,
And
not
all of his
good.
Air Force. Yeah, MauganRa is getting worn down thin. He's pushing back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is definitely in favor of Osmos. I mean, I'm thinking this is going to be a win for Osmos here.
I think it will be too. There goes a research station. Oh, he's reclaiming that yummy mass from one of those factories.
Delicious, scrumptious, yummy mass on the crack of that crab. I saw him. Okay, there's the overcharge.
Yep, there's another
It's not
overcharge.
breaking. It's not breaking those shields at all.
Oh, those P shields, they're too good.
They too good. They put in
Too
too much
good.
work. There is nothing that MauganRa could do right now. He just has to sit here and watch this happen. Like,
Yep, just watch them snake through his entire expansions and just destroy everything in their path. There's a little he can do.
very little. I mean, now, if MauganRa could telesnipe with that ACU, woo, that would be quite a turnaround.
It may be what he's going for. I'm not sure. He has 30,000 health versus Osmos 20,000. He also has overcharge. He might maybe going in for an ACU snipe. Maybe.
But I don't know if he's going to be able to with those P shields involved.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, MauganRa he got ACU, he got ACU vision. I don't know. I mean, I don't think this is a really bad position for MauganRa. I mean, he got teleport. MauganRa just researched teleport.
Ooh.
So I'm thinking we are going to see a telesnipe.
Oh,
Where'd he
just
Oh, he
teleported?
teleported. Okay.
There we go.
Okay,
Oh,
hit, hit,
right
hit.
in the middle of those P shields. Ooh, a lot of them are unshielded.
He ran out of overcharge at the last second, dude.
That's sad.
P shields, OPP shields, so strong, very powerful. I guess that might be the counter to the Aeon problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Osmos just research nukes. He has shield generators. He's really Nite just said the Aeon problem, LOL. Apparently I say a whole lot of stupid stuff and people laugh about that. I'm gonna get memed. I know it. Comedy gold.
Another air engagement over MauganRa's main base.
Yeah.
Looks like it's heavily in favor of Osmos yet again. Osmos has a second battalion going off onto the left base, left expansion.
Yeah, this is gonna get annihilated. Like, it's over.
MauganRa teleporting right into the center of the battlefield. I don't know if that was a great idea.
Oh, there's bombers out, and oh, there we go.
Oh, there goes all those units.
They dead. MauganRa has shields on his ACU. I don't think he's giving up. He's going for it.
No,
But
he's also
look at all the bombers.
He's got more stars on. Oh, there's the
Yeah,
bombers.
those bombers.
Oh, that hurts. That hurt those shields.
Osmos' ACU is just chilling there, minding his own business. There's a teleport coming in. Where's it going? And there it is. Oh, Osmos! Oh, hunkered. Is it enough? No, it's not enough. It's doing damage, but it is not enough. I took out a factory. Osmos got back up.
The ACU rush I was looking for, but it doesn't work out. Those bombers taking, giving hits every. Down to 12,000 health.
Oh, MauganRa. He's got overcharge again. Hunkered. Oh, they're both hunkered. What is this? That's cute. That's actually
Are they
kind of.
gonna wave at each other now?
That's kind of cute. Look at that. That's cute. Boom! Down goes MauganRa. That was
dynamite.
Yeah, boom goes the dynamite. And I like how MauganRa GG'd at the end. That was good sportsmanship right there. And that was a really, really good match, honestly. I enjoyed that one. That was interesting.
That counterplay almost worked.
Almost worked. I loved it. Very, very good idea there, MauganRa. I knew that was coming, to be honest with you. But Osmos was smart enough to prepare for it by building shields, so that was awesome. What do you think there, Munchies?
I think Mungan almost had it. If Osmos was in any other place rather than the middle of all those factory shields, I think he could have gotten it because that hunger did not come down quick enough. I like the cute little dual hunker at the end there. That was cute.
That was cute, wasn't it? That was cute. Someone meme that. Someone do something about that. Cute, clip it. Say something cute about it. But anyhow, I think that's all you got to say.
Yeah, I think that's it. Do you have anything else?
No. I think we're gonna move on, huh?
Yeah. Are we moving into the? Is there a tiebreaker, or is that?
I don't know. Maybe there's a tiebreaker. Well, you know what? We're gonna ask Nite.
There's no tiebreaker.
We're gonna end this one here.
There's no tiebreaker right now unless Osmos also beats SoulRipper and MauganRa wins his match. Then they'll have the same amount of points, and since they've tied against each other, they're going to play a tiebreaker. So for now, there's no tiebreaker, but we'll see what happens at the end of the group.
So we're moving on to the next games then, huh?
Yes, sir. For now, thank you very much, Captain. We will hopefully see you tomorrow for some playoff matches. But for now, thank you very much for joining us today.
No problem. Thank you for having me. I will see you all later.
We'll be right back, everybody. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the voice of your admin Night of Misfortune, bringing you the update from the casting couch. We had FoxTermelon and IronCommander cruising through 2-0. We had our SoulRipper beating out Reflex, and MauganRa and Osmos are obviously tied. So Group C is super close. Or sorry, Group B is super close. Group C, we're going to have a tiebreaker, essentially, between FoxTermelon and IronCommander, which we're going to be bringing you in just a little bit. I might extend the timer a little bit because we're having a little bit of issues here, but we will try to bring you that very, very shortly. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. This is Not a Misfortune and Mr. Steal Your Girl bringing you the pre-game show between IronCommander and FoxTermelon. You know, it feels like yesterday we've done the final of the Gamer Replays tournament. And
I think it was this last week, wasn't it?
No, was it last? No, it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was definitely 2 weeks ago.
No.
Yeah,
Was it
last
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, time flies, huh? Yeah,
Yeah, what the
time
heck?
flies, and I barely remember that, to be completely honest with you.
Well, I remember it.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember it very well. So what are your thoughts about this match here?
There's a fox in the chat.
Yeah, there definitely is.
Good old
Just
FoxTermelon.
just like last time. Just like last time.
Always count on FoxTermelon. What do I think about this match?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm hoping for a little more back and forth on this. That's what I'm hoping for. But IronCommander is going random, and FoxTermelon is going his patented Aeon, you know. So we'll see what happens. But we saw the power of UEF here on this last match, right? So we'll see what happens if FoxTermelon decides to TML. We'll see, we'll see what goes on, right?
I think it's going to be a pretty hard map to TML. But if that happens, I don't know. I might have to flip my computer over.
Well, I mean, it's a big old crab, so we'll see what the crab does. Know what I mean? How the crab goes. Crab, whatever.
Crab.
But I wouldn't flip my computer over. That would be a very expensive thing over a cheesy strategy.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe Iron will flip his iron table if he can muster the strength.
Good luck picking it up. Good luck picking it up. But it is wine and cheese day. So no, really, that's what I was told. So you could whine about it, and he'll give you the cheese. He'll give you the cheese, and then you could whine whichever order. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wine and cheese day. Let me look it up. That's what I was told.
So this game is going to be decider both of these players have advanced already to the next stage, but this game will be deciding who will get to advance in first place. And I tell you, in this tournament, there's so many great players. It really does matter because Group C can get, I think the loser will go against Hope eventually, and the winner gets a little bit easier with Group A for Tuna. So who do you think will come on top here in the end?
I don't know. Honestly, I think I honestly think the advantage is going to FoxTermelon because he's been playing this whole time while IronCommander has been in retirement for several years, right? And FoxTermelon, we saw in the GameReplays.org tournament that he just shut IronCommander out. But they're different maps, different day, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, for sure. It's a much different setting for that tournament. Both of these players also came in on very nice rolling wins, just in that tournament. So it will be very, very interesting to see what happens. Both of these players are already in the lobby. We have it all set up, so we will be back in hopefully the 1 minute that you have counting down there. Yes, girl.
It is wine and cheese day. I just looked it up. It's July 25th.
Well, there we go. Now we...
So the cheese will bring you the wine, nah, I mean.
There you go. Alrighty, guys, we'll be right back in just a moment. Hang tight. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the last match of the day, but not of the weekend, and we might have some tiebreakers at the end. So I guess those are technically matches, but more like games because it's going to be only a one-game thing. But for now, we have FoxTermelon versus IronCommander in this Group C match. We're finally to the Group Cs. Mr. Steal Your Girl, do you want to introduce our first player?
Sure, I'll introduce FoxTermelon, who is spawning in as the white IronCommander, dropping down an air factory and ecoing all the things. What is the other player doing, Nite?
On the other side of Boolean Complex, we have his Cybran rival, IronCommander, starting off with 2 air factories himself. Now, IronCommander, as we mentioned in the pregame show, has pulled a random, so he got this faction, and I think it's quite a good thing for him because A, that's his main faction, and B, it can prevent some TML shenanigans that if you've seen the final of the Gamer Replays tournament, that is certainly how a lot of the games with FoxTermelon have went. But
Well,
what
look at FoxTermelon's queue. He's got a fake research station coming up.
Oh, he's trolling me 100%.
But he's moving to the... Oh, no, he's building. But I think he's going to really aim for getting down to the center. I think that is his... I think that's what he wants to do. That is my belief.
Yeah, for sure. He's putting down a second air factory, so and a TML becomes less and less of an option when you do that. But what do you think both of these players will ultimately go for in this game, or are they both gonna just do air and that will be the decider?
I think that is IronCommander's that's IronCommander's idea. I mean, he's getting a 3rd air factory, so we're going to see what happens there. I mean, we got FoxTermelon expanding. We got IronCommander expanding out to both sides.
Yep, and
So-
as we mentioned before, this is a tiebreaker match, essentially, to see who goes to the playoff stage from first or second. If we have a tie, we're going to have the tiebreaker match on Open Palms. So that will be...
So this is a tiebreaker match, and we're going to have another tiebreaker match?
Well,
if it
it's tiebreaker match in paper, I guess, because both of these have qualified and they're both in first place right now. So essentially, it's a tiebreaker. But I realize that may be confusing. So it's just a match. We're going to have a tiebreaker if they tie here.
It's a tiebreaker if it's a tie, and if it's a tie, it's a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
All right, understood.
Yep.
Got
Yep.
it. Makes perfect sense.
I know. I sometimes surprise myself with this Magnum PI bullshit.
Magnum PI. MacGyver.
Yeah, MacGyver. That's a good one. There was a guy I had in college that was a professor, obsessed with it. All his presentations always included a shirtless MacGyver. I don't know what it was with that guy.
Shirtless?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, going out to that ACU. I don't think that's a good idea. IronCommander really tempting fate. Yeah.
He done goofed.
That you done goofed.
That was a pretty poor engagement, and he didn't even take out that radar, or did he take out the radar?
No, he attacked the ACU.
Oh, he did? Oh.
Yeah, you done goofed.
Wait a second.
Wait. Is IronCommander gonna pull through here?
No. There's upgrades
he's
on
not.
that air. You know,
I'm gonna call the cyber police.
He keeps it a little close. Nice job for FoxTermelon reclaiming it, but it's not just that air victory that gives him the advantage here, but it's also all the mass that he should be reclaiming here in a second.
He has the mass field. I mean, that's a couple hundred mass right there in his pocket. Boom. And that's like a factory right there, I think. Just about.
Yeah, that's probably more than a factory, but it's definitely a very, very big advantage. And something that a lot of players don't think about.
Right. Well, he's not... Okay. I was going to say, if you don't suck up that delicious, yummy, yummy mass, FoxTermelon, I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
There's a land factory queued up for IronCommander, though.
Wonder what he's going to do with that. He lost there. A land factory might not be what... I don't know.
Well, if he gets out some adapters, I would really like to see FoxTermelon harass at this point since he did win air. But like I said, he has shields already on his air, damn. So he doesn't have that much air at the end of the day right now to be super harassing because of this huge map. Iron can really catch up and maybe get a good engagement, so that's a little bit risky. So I think he's playing it safe. Yeah. So and if that does happen, if he plays it a little safe, Iron can get those adapters and really contest this map.
Well, there's a land factory going down for FoxTermelon, but I do believe that once there's a critical mass, oh my goodness, critical mass, we do both. There's going to be a problem there for IronCommander.
Yeah, for sure. If you lose that first engagement against Aeon.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, good
Nice
engagement for
engagement.
IronCommander. Picks off one.
Oh, but he backs up off of it, and he
Yeah.
loses one himself.
Yeah. Equal
That was a-
trade and flares for FoxTermelon.
So there's a lot of information given to IronCommander right there. He knows his opponent now has shields and flares, making those a very, very, very strong air units. Now, an anti-air tower is going down on one of the expansions for IronCommander. Is it going down for both? No, just for the right one. Is it being... No, there's not enough mass. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a dead engine. No?
Well, there's that air that he has to worry about. And remember that planes slow down when they start bombing stuff. So FoxTermelon did a wise thing pulling back there.
You know, I like how IronCommander threatened to bomb. He didn't bomb, he threatened to do it, which is very smart, actually.
That
It
scout.
forced FoxTermelon to turn around.
Ooh, that scout's going to get away. Nice.
That's actually a big win in terms of air if he could get it back, if he could get that scout back.
Yeah,
now,
for
there's
sure.
a lot of loyalists. I don't know what he's going to do with these loyalists. Is he going to run them up to the expansions? Is he going to try to
IronCommander
take
did a
out...
wonderful job expanding here. That's the
He
one thing
did.
that's going for him.
He's building another air factory over there in the left-hand expansion. He got that anti-air tower down in the right expansion, and he's putting down an air factory to protect
Nice
it.
engage for Iron, but those shields are going to become a huge factor here.
Yes. Even with all that anti-air, like, the shields and flares always win out. I mean, IronCommander didn't just lose immediately. I mean, he took out a big chunk of that air force. I mean, if you're gonna lose, that's how you're gonna want to lose, right? Taking out a big chunk of your opponent's air. But adapters
Yeah.
are on the field.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So this isn't going to be terrible as of yet. Has to micro his units. He can't be losing stuff like 2 MMLs. Like
Yeah,
that.
Loyalist just got picked off by an MML. Uh-oh, those Weedu boats are going over to that expansion. There's nothing to stop it.
Well, there's some air, and that factory does have a shield on it. Oh, there needs to be anti-air, like right now on that. Okay, good job. And I don't think
anti-air is
Fox
up.
can pick that off without losing too many planes there.
Oh, he's building a high damage air tower as well, so underneath the factory shield, so that might actually shoo him away.
It doesn't look like Fox is paying attention either, so that might actually go up. And if that happens, that actually might be pretty good for IronCommander here. Ooh, very nice.
IronCommander builds that plane. Probably should have canceled the plane. But yeah,
Yeah.
IronCommander successfully... That plane survives?
Yeah,
What?
FoxTermelon is not paying attention here, and there's a nice flank going on by IronCommander in the center, but unfortunately I think Fox is pulling his air back to get a bombing run on that. He really needs to
Oh,
split.
no.
Split!
Oh, no.
Split!
Oh, no.
Oh, carnage!
Oh, not good.
Oh. Man.
But I'm still impressed that IronCommander holds on to that expansion.
Yeah.
Like, I figured that was gone. I thought that was donezo.
That is huge, and I don't know why he is so adamant about holding on to air here, because I almost wonder if he full switch into adapters wouldn't be better.
You know, I don't know the answer to that, but I do think that FoxTermelon is coming very close to a critical mass of Weedu boats. I mean, this is going to be a problem. Yeah, that's a lot of Weedu boats. Like, if he gets that factory up, though, and put anti-air tower, these Weedu boats are going to have an even harder time.
That mass extractor
Wow.
still hasn't gone down. He really hates that mass extractor.
Yeah, he hates that mass extractor, and it is gone. There it goes. Well, he got his wish. The mass extractor is gone.
Yep, and now that factory is going to follow here. Needs to be much more anti-air here. That's why I was really hoping he would build a land factory there eventually, but...
Oh, that engineer's not repairing it either. Oh, that's a bummer.
oof.
That engineer wants to build another anti-air tower. I don't know if that's going to work, though.
Engagement in the center, though.
Uh-oh.
IronCommander doing a good job keeping the pressure on.
using the ACU point defense. I don't know if that's a good idea against Aeon.
Yeah, and this is a very different style of game because this is obviously more of an air map. So we haven't seen this before in that last cast we did before between these two players. So we see IronCommander kind of coming.
IronCommander bombing.
No, there's too many shields. Oh, wait, what? Oh, there's a shield generator.
Shield generator went on. I mean, that was great.
Clutch.
Top micro by FoxTermelon. Like really, that was good read. That was a great read.
Yeah, it looks like the majority of FoxTermelon's production is going to be here in the center. I'm not exactly a fan of that because Iron's force is actually looking quite a bit dangerous here with all these adapters, MMLs, and Brackman. If that actually goes down, that might be quite scary. But there's a bombing run coming in. No split once again. A lot of adapters going down.
So many dead.
Ooh.
No. Oh. Those adapters only picking off one. We do both. Now, the other expansion is now being attacked, but a land factory is slowly going up. Will that engineer finish that land factory?
Ooh, split of bombing does not quite finish off those mass extractors. And if I was FoxTermelon, I would switch to that land factory.
He's not going for the engineer. No. He really hates mass extractors.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's correct. Because he can rebuild. Even if you take these out, yeah, it's going to stink for a bit, but it's not really your concern right now.
Did he leave that engineer to live on the other? Yeah, he left the engineer to live on the other expansion, and those mass extractors are back on the other expansion. Like, really, take out the engineer. That's a bigger pain in the butt, in my opinion.
Engineer factories, shut it down, and then bomb a couple of mass extractors. If you need to leave, you need to leave. But this is not devastating for IronCommander.
No, this isn't. This is actually kind of a good for IronCommander because his main force is not being...
Yeah. If I was IronCommander, I would definitely try and push here as much as I can.
There's an adapter out, which is going to make this even a bigger pain in the butt.
Not that much. If he targets fires properly, but he's not. He's really focusing on massive. But there's that engineer.
There's the engineer gone. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, that adapter isn't going to do a whole lot, but it's still there. Yeah, this expansion's gone. Yeah, that expansion's dead. Now, IronCommander has a lot to deal with, though. There's shields all over those factories, like 2 shield generators underneath factory shields. That's going to be really hard. And there's double shields on FoxTermelon's units. He even got another... Geez, he extended the shield radius. So this is going to be difficult. So IronCommander can't just jump out there because, well, we got teleport.
Yeah, but IronCommander does have a crap ton of AoE, MMLs, and Brackman. That's going to be enough to break through those shields. He's just not being aggressive enough. He's not in the range of the main base here. He's just barely in range of those units.
Right now. Uh-oh, bombing run.
That's going to weaken those shields for the tanks to come in.
Oh, it broke through.
Not a lot of units went down, though.
Nah, not a huge amount, but several
shields
of those...
regenerating, misengage from FoxTermelon, a little too late. Bombing run from IronCommander coming in. FoxTermelon is not splitting, loses a couple of tanks there.
Loses a bunch of units. Nice bombing run there by IronCommander. Now, every time that FoxTermelon bombs, he loses a significant number of air units.
Yeah, and teleport is not as scary in this scenario because more than likely Iron has structure detonate, and his AC is nicely positioned in the middle of his structures. Very nice engagements for IronCommander here.
Is aggroing out. I don't think he wants to do that with his air.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a miss micro, and that's going to cost him right here. Pulling the air back towards the adapters. That's actually, he didn't lose a lot of stuff there. That was beautiful.
No. Oh, he's got to re-engage.
Wow.
That's some good air micro. Now,
okay.
Ooh, FoxTermelon lost a lot of air in that.
That was pretty good, but
Now-
the land is slowly dwindling for IronCommander.
Yeah, it's really hard because
Megalith queued up.
You think a megalith is coming?
Yeah.
I don't think a megalith is going to be very effective in this situation, considering the shields. There's too many shields. Oh yeah, there is a megalith
If
coming.
he manages to get it under the adapters, it's going to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
But his ACU is out in the open. If FoxTermelon recognizes this, that might be a snipe real quick.
A real quick snipe. Yeah, and well, FoxTermelon is scouting. Look at all those air factories over there on the left expansion. I bet you FoxTermelon's kind of going, man, why didn't I kill this?
You know what else it might be? It might be a bomb bouncer, in which case that is I think actually a really good play. I'm a big fan of bomb bouncers against Aeon, especially when they have air.
That is a great. Uh-oh. Look over to the left-hand side. What's marching up? There's a group of Yenzus with a single fish tooth.
Megalith is building.
Yeah, it's a mega. I was hoping it was a bomb bouncer, but that's a lot. I wish IronCommander would have his commander help build that, though.
Such good micro from IronCommander. Really,
Look what
really
happened.
beautiful.
Look what's in his base.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not good at all.
Oh, bombing run
Those-
though coming in. He might be able to save this. This is going to be saved, I think.
It's not going to be saved. I mean,
Oh,
look at
you're
all the-
right.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
Structure
it's not gonna
detonate,
happen.
maybe?
Oh, catching that ACU out in the open. Yeah, this is it. FoxTermelon wins this one, I think.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I in this case, I don't think we can say for sure, but it's looking very, very good for him.
Yeah, it's in the favor of.
Wait a second. There's a lot of adapters back there. Oh, Miss Micro on the Brackman, though. Oh, that might actually be pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
That was
That's
a really
bad.
good air engagement, though. Actually, quite a bit of air went down there. Actually, a lot of air went down there. There's just a lot of time spent over the adapters. That was pretty good for Iron, but that Brackman Miss Micro is actually pretty big here.
Yeah, he lost too many Brackman. Like, it was just way too many. Oh man, and he's at least rebuilding his expansion, I think. So good on IronCommander, but I think this is a much better game than we saw in the game replays tournament.
For sure.
Oh, we need to get that ACU out of there. Oh, he gets underneath the. Oh, the shields go down, and boom, telesniped. Down goes IronCommander, and FoxTermelon wins this one. What do you think about that, Nite?
Definitely a much closer game than what we saw in the Gamer Replays tournament. Definitely an amazing match, amazing micro from IronCommander, but losing that air early on just was such a big deal. As a Cybern, that strategy is pretty good. What he did there, going to the center with adapters, is pretty good, but you got to be more careful with your air. You can't engage like that, and I think FoxTermelon knew that and used that to his advantage, but he stayed in it. IronCommander stayed in it, and that was a wonderful game. I think a couple of missed micros lost him that game, even though it was fairly in FoxTermelon's grasp for the whole time, except maybe that within 5 minutes of that game finishing, it got pretty close there for a second. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought that was really great. I mean, the Brackman loss. I mean, he had so many Brackman, but then those there was too many things going on to micro really effectively. I mean, I can't really blame IronCommander for that happening. Like, you can't, because there was an air fight with multiple ground engagements. Like, there was just too much to manage, and that these things happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. When you're playing in such high-stake tournament and you're microing air, and it's such a huge map, you're microing this, you're building megaliths, you're doing that. Of course, you're going to miss micro, but that's what separates the greats from, really, really good players, as you see here, probably the car alarm in the background. So we're actually going to break here, so you guys don't have to hear that. We're going to be right back with Game 2. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody, to Game 2 between IronCommander and FoxTermelon. We are going to see if IronCommander can tie this up. Mr. Steal Your Girl, do you care to introduce our players?
Sure, I'll introduce FoxTermelon spawning in as, what do you think? What else could it be? His Aeon Commander dropping down an air factory and ecoing all the things. And did I mention he's the white Aeon Commander? That's his signature color. And are you going to talk about the other guy?
I sure am. The other guy fighting for that second place, or first place, I guess. In the Group C, we have our green Aeon Commander, this time pulling Aeon, being random. That is IronCommander building 2 air factories. So we will see how this turns out. What are your thoughts so far, Mr. Girl?
You know what? I don't think we've seen IronCommander pull Aeon versus FoxTermelon yet, have we?
I don't think we have, and I don't think we've seen an Aeon versus Aeon mirror on this map, or an air versus air mirror on this map. So this will be very, very interesting.
Yeah, who does it best, right? I mean, we got a double air factory versus double air factory, so good luck.
And there's no proxy research station going down from FoxTermelon as of yet. Wonder what he's going to attack.
Commander Scout gets snuffed.
And that's a big deal. Oh, his rally point is miss. Okay, good. He pulls it back. Thank God.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
Losing 1, not a huge deal, but losing 2, woof. Big deal.
So a little update for you guys also. Group C, MauganRa has walked over Reflex. It wasn't like stomping. I mean, Reflex didn't show up for the match. And Osmos beat out SoulRipper, so there's going to be a tiebreaker match to see who goes off to the playoff stage from first place on Open Palms. We're not going to cast that one because Osmos does have to go, so unfortunately that won't be there. I'll probably cast it retrospectively, but that's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. But this game, both players are going air, like we said, and it looks like the air count is fairly equal. Of course, FoxTermelon did not scout, which is, I think, a smart decision given this situation, because he is up because of that picked off scout early on.
Yeah, but it looks like IronCommander is expanding just a little bit more than FoxTermelon.
Yeah, it looks to be that way. I think.
Actually, they're even.
Yeah,
because-
but Fox is just a little behind, and Fox decided to grab that back 1 mass extractor, while
Yeah,
Iron
is
is taking the forward 2. So Iron is definitely a little bit ahead.
And it looks like IronCommander is going to build a... Nope, he said no to that forward air land factory. And an intel... Okay, radar station going pretty far ahead for FoxTermelon. And
So-
I believe IronCommander is going to put down a radar station, but I don't think it's going to survive.
That's his
Nope.
second radar, though, so I'm not sure why he wants to do that. Okay, good. Yeah, backs off.
He wants to see...
Air engagement.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Good engagement for Iron. Oh, no, just kidding. Oh, man. 4 fighters
Yeah,
were sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah.
And Fox, again, has the training on Iron. What is Iron doing with his research?
I think he got range on his ACU.
Oh, he did. That's what he does. That's actually a pretty big thing that he does.
Oh, if he could win this air, he would be in a good position, but he's not winning
No.
air, so I don't know how this is going to go for him.
No, that's not what you want to do. When you scout 2 air factories and you're going to air factories yourself, that's really not something that's going to be good for you. You really need to win air.
Oh boy.
This is a shit show.
Yes, indeed. I think IronCommander is...
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
he
the
GG'd. I
GGs,
think
yeah.
that was it.
Yeah,
That
there's
was
nothing you
it.
can do.
I mean, once you lose air in this situation, there's nothing you can do. At least he GG'd out. So well played there by IronCommander. I mean, if he would have won air, that would have been game because the long range, the long range cannon from the ACU would have done a did some work, But unfortunately, there was a little bit of a missed micro there, and FoxTermelon took the air.
All right, guys. Well, actually, Osmos and MauganRa haven't started their match, but there might be some shenanigans going on there. We're going to be back regardless, either with that match or we're just going to do a quick summary of the group stages after this. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And I have a giveaway to do, so don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around. That was a pretty good day of Supreme Commander 2. I really, really enjoyed everything I've seen. How about you, Mr. Steeler Girl? What did you feel about today?
I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a lot of good games happened today, in my opinion. I thought they were just a lot of good back and forth, a lot of not being able to push each other right over like in some other tournaments we had. But this one was much, much more interesting.
Yeah, for sure. I think a Gamer Replays tournament was very, very one-sided between players, but I feel like today, even though we had scores that were pretty one-sided, we still had a very good showing. And I mean, MauganRa versus Osmos was a 1-1, so it was very, very close. So I don't know if you've got the brackets pulled up. It is on my stream now, of course, with a little bit of a delay. But we do have the following players who have advanced. Tomorrow at 12 Eastern, we're going to have Fortuna versus Rainbows and Osmos versus FoxTermelon. A lot of Russians over there. I'm really looking forward to Rainbows versus Fortuna. I feel like that is a very close match. What do you think about these four?
I think they're going to be great games. At least I'm hoping. I know Rainbows is a wonderful player, and so is Fortuna. I mean, this is going to be... It could go either way, really. And who is MauganRa against?
And then in the bottom, we have MauganRa versus IronCommander and Youngshot versus Hope.
Oh, wow. Who's Youngshot?
Youngshot is a bit of a new guy. So he very well, nicely done for making it to the playoff round. He is somebody I played with, and he's actually pretty surprising. He's pretty good, but he's going to have to pull off something absolutely incredible to beat Hope. Hope is looking very, very good.
Hope is looking pretty strong, huh?
Yeah, as always.
Yeah, I mean, that's normal. Hope's one of the best players we got right now. So we got some of the best players. I'm kind of surprised that AlphaX isn't here.
Yeah, he was signed up but pulled out. Yeah.
That's a bummer. I mean, life happens, right? I mean, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Can't blame him. You know, it's normal. That's how life goes. But we got some of the best players right now. Missing a few, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, so an update on the MauganRa versus Osmos situation. Osmos had to go to sleep, so we let him take the loss and take second place and get rested up for tomorrow. He will definitely need it against FoxTermelon. To be completely honest, I was a little hoping for him to take first place, that he could face IronCommander, because that would be such a battle for older players that don't play as much but still are kicking ass. That would have been a good game.
That would have been cool.
But
that
yeah,
would have been really cool. I would like to see Iron against Hope or Osmos. That'd be really neat.
Yeah, well, the Hope versus Iron might actually happen if Iron manages to beat out MauganRa again. So that's going to be a rematch from the Gamer Replays tournament. That's definitely going to be very, very interesting. And of course, those two second matches will be a little bit later after the top half of the bracket. We're going to do that. So around 1 p.m. Eastern is what we're going to try and shoot for. But of course, that might have a delay or maybe even a little bit sooner. So we'll see. And then, of course, straight after that, we're going to go into semifinals and we're going to cast both of those. And of course, the grand final tomorrow around 16 Eastern is when it's all going to happen. So, who do you
think's going to win this one? Who do you think's going to take
the tournament?
Yes.
Oh man, it's looking very good for a FoxTermelon versus Hope final, I think.
Oof, I was thinking the same too.
And
I mean, I'm
I
not
think Hope is
discounting the
gonna
other
take
players because there could be some surprises. But Hope and FoxTermelon have really shown themselves to be really great, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping for another Aeon versus Cybern final. We do have a lot of UEF in this one, so I'm going to say the top half is UEF and Aeon, bottom half is Aeon and Cybern. Of course, IronCommander is the wild card with the randoms. So this is, honestly, people have complained about this map poll, but I think it did exactly what I wanted, and it's really showing with these all this mix of factions. And it's not just, in the last tournament we had people saying, oh, they're newer players who are playing these factions. It's all Aeon. But no, first of all, Little Row made it to the final of that tournament with Cybern. And second of all, now we're showing that the map pool can be adjusted to have an even distribution of factions. And these were not boring games. I think you'll agree with me, Mr. Girl. Some of these were very, very close and very, very interesting to watch.
There's only one Cybern, but IronCommander is random.
Yeah, not a lot of people went Cyber in this game, or this time around. I think it's heavily due to the map, so we're going to have to see what we can do to balance it even more. But I thoroughly enjoyed the tournaments so far, and especially Shiva Prime, I think Shiva Prime has turned out to be a nice, quick game that's relatively balanced, I feel like, in terms of factions. We'll of course have to see tomorrow when these giants go up against each other. But I think Shiva Prime has been a nice surprise. How do you feel about that?
Shiva Prime I thought, like, what the hell are you guys doing with Shiva Prime? Like, you guys nuts. But apparently it's not so bad. I mean, it's got that expansion to fight over. It's got 2 expansions to fight over, which makes it quite interesting.
Yeah, for sure. But
I mean, those expansions are not safe. Neither of them are safe to take, which makes it very interesting.
Yeah, and we saw a good mix of strategies on that map too. It's like some people open up land, some open up air, and both work. Both really work. So we're gonna have to see what these players come up with tomorrow. I am really hoping, though. I think Hope will win this, but I'm really hoping Rainbows goes at least to the semifinals and maybe even the finals. I think there's a good chance. We'll see how Osmos and FoxTermelon go, but I think there's a good chance for Rainbows as well. Really excited. Is there any player that you're looking at, girl?
Whoever gets there, I don't really have favorites because I think that's kind of, not cool. But I think that we got to keep our eye out for Rainbows, of course, in Fortuna. I mean, really, yeah, I'm really interested to see how Youngshot does. I mean, he's not a person we've ever seen. I mean, I've never casted him. I've never seen him play. I'm interested in seeing that, to be honest with you. I think it's anyone's game, honestly. Like, I think Hope and the Watermelon, FoxTermelon really have the advantage here. But you never know. IronCommander might take this evening and just really, really work at it.
Yeah. Well, those established players are always going to be the favorites. But when I say I'm hoping, it's not because they're my favorites. It's because I tend to cheer for the underdogs, and I want new players to succeed. So that is why I'm absolutely with you. I'm cheering for Rainbows, and I'm cheering for Youngshot. And a little bit for IronCommander because he needs a strong comeback. He already had a strong comeback, coming second place in the Gamer Replays tournament. Let's see how far he goes here. He definitely has chances to go far again.
Indeed. And Akone says Osmos versus Fox. He says that would be interesting.
That will definitely be interesting. I'm still deliberating which one I want to cast tomorrow because we have to pick between Fortuna and Rainbows and Osmos versus FoxTermelon up first. What are you feeling between those two? Which one would you cast, girl?
Say that again? I don't know.
It's Fortuna versus Rainbows or Osmos versus FoxTermelon. That's so close.
One.
UEF versus Aeon on both occasions.
I'd make him. I would definitely force a second stream on that one.
Yeah.
Or make him wait. I don't know. You gotta. I don't know.
Yeah.
They both would be really good.
It's such a close call, but I think I do have to select one of them. We'll see. We'll think about it.
Get a second stream. Force Spiff to stream one. Make him. Force him.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll definitely let you know. We'll definitely see what happens there. tomorrow is going to be quite an exciting day. Today, of course, we started off a little bit poorly because a few players didn't show up, and we still had pretty interesting games, but it was a fair walk in the park for, Hope, Youngshot, Fortuna, and Rainbows. It was just a walk in the park, let's be honest here. And of course, Osmos, FoxTermelon, MauganRa, and IronCommander really had to go for it, especially Osmos and MauganRa. I think that was so close. And so I was feeling sorry for SoulRipper. That's probably my number one, missed opportunity, I think. And probably JP Smith. Those were the two that definitely are great players, but
Wait, SoulRipper's not moving on?
No, he's not. He took third.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but that was the group of death, and unfortunately, he Reflex and him pulled the short end of the stick there, and not moving on there. Yeah, I agree, but these randomized tournaments, it's such a difficult thing, but you do have a really good opportunity because of that table group stage. I think all players have a really good shot to go forward, and you see that with Youngshot because he did indeed move forward because of that. So props to everybody that made it this far. Is there any last thoughts you have, girl?
So what happens if somebody doesn't show up
tomorrow?
Yeah.
They'll be disqualified from the whole SCS.
Okay, just wondering about that. Because, every tournament we've ever had, we always have somebody not showing up.
Not the winter tournament. Everybody showed up for that one, and I was very, very happy about that.
That's rare.
Yeah.
Super rare.
Tomorrow, I'm hoping everybody shows up and actually plays their games. I mean, it shouldn't be an issue. I think everybody here knows what's going on. And, I'll be posting everything in Discord. You guys are going to see a bunch of things from me in the general stuff and then also in the tournament chat. So these players know they're going to be playing. Hopefully, they're going to be here because these are going to be great games. Every single one of these is going to be a great freaking game, and I can't wait to see them.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. I mean, we are. What time does it start now?
It will be noon Central or Eastern. Sorry, tomorrow for the first two matches, and then just 1 hour later for the second two. So yeah.
Well, I'll see which times I could really make it for. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, in the meantime, let's do a little giveaway. We still have the giveaway to do. Thank you for sticking around, everybody. So let's go ahead and do a little randomizer.
Wait, who's still here?
People in chat, people that have been liking my stuff. So I'm going to generate a little bit.
You like stuff. I want to win.
You want to win? Well, you're now entered. So let's see.
I can't be qualified. Uh-oh, we lost the chatter.
Mr. Akona, you have won a prize. Contact me if you want to claim it.
Win last time?
Maybe? No, he didn't. I don't think he did. I don't remember actually who won. I should have noted it down, but whatever.
Win?
He won a game code. And actually, we have $100 worth of stuff going in prizes. So if you're watching the stream,
what game code did he win?
He won. Let me tell you what he won before I go to the next one. He won a game called Evergreen. He won a game called Evergreen.
I wish he won Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy. All right, the second winner.
Game.
Second winner is, let's see.
Well, we got 11 people here now.
You have won it, Mr.
Me?
Girl. Yeah.
I shouldn't be allowed because I'm.
You wanna forfeit? You wanna forfeit this win? That's totally fine.
What is it?
It is a game called Guacamole Super Turbo Championship Edition.
What the mother?
Are you sure you don't want that?
I think someone else could win that. I think they'd be much happier than me.
All right, well, Mr. Volp Azura again. You have won Guacamole Super Turbo Championship Edition. To claim your prizes, Mr. Conan.
I changed my mind. Give it to me.
Too late. No, you too late. You're going to have a chance again tomorrow.
Give me.
Tomorrow, particularly before the final, we're going to be giving out 3 games to one lucky winner. And those games are pretty cool. It's a strategy kind of mix that I put in there. And some of these games are oldies, but they're definitely really, really good. So
What do you
please
got?
spread. So we got Age of Wonders, an Age Endless Space Collection, Amnesia:
Uh-huh.
The Dark Descent, Royal Heroes, and Dungeon of Elements. All of those games are
Ooh la
pretty
la.
good. Yeah.
Ooh la
S-
la.
And there might be
It
additional
wasn't trying to be
prizes if we get a
insulting,
lot
but
of viewers. If we get a lot
I
of
wasn't
viewers, I might throw in an ultimate prize. So just stay tuned and let's
I
see.
wasn't trying to like be insulting by not taking it. I just think it's kind of unethical because I'm like here and your friend
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
that's understandable. There's no
Yeah,
shenanigans
just saying
going
like,
on.
oh,
So
that's rigged. That's rigged. And I'm like, no, I can't do it. This isn't rigged. We can't rig this. I mean, no, we didn't rig it, but
yeah.
I don't want people to be all like, well, that Mrs. Steal Your Girl won all the prizes. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna end it here for today. I want to give a huge shout out to a couple of people before we end for the day. Some of them are going to be back tomorrow. So I want to give a thank, of course, to my boy, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Thank you so much for casting with me and helping
Yeah, yeah,
out
yeah.
a little bit in the chat and participating with the Twitch chat. That is awesome. Thank you so much for everything you
Yeah, no
do.
problem. No problem, doggy.
I also want to give a huge shout out to Spiff, who not only helped me cast today, but also helped a lot with the admin stuff. Honestly, Spiff, if it wasn't for you, I know you're probably not watching this, but I don't know how I would have done this. Honestly, it's so much work for me to update everything in between games and just keep a steady pace going for the viewers. And honestly, you help me every single tournament. Well, this is the second tournament that we're doing together, but you just absolutely just do it. I can tell you to do it, and it's not even like please and thank you. It's just Spiff, do this, and he just does it, like no questions asked. Thank you so
Somebody
much,
clip
dude.
that.
He's
Somebody
amazing. Yeah.
clip that so we can have it.
Go ahead and clip that, and also go ahead and send thank you to Spiff because he is absolutely amazing. He doesn't even play this game anymore, and he has a lot of stuff going on, and he finds the time to be here the whole freaking day and help out. Most of the day. He left now, of course, but he helped a bunch in the morning in that chaos. It was absolutely insane. Thank you so much, Spiff. In addition to those two, I want to thank, of course, Akone and Captain Munchies, who have helped cast some games. You guys were amazing. It was so much fun observing for you guys and not having to to talk, but your commentaries have been absolutely incredible. So thank you again to all the casters that have been here. You guys have been truly amazing, and I'm looking forward to seeing some games tomorrow as well.
A cone commentated. That's tight.
Yeah, you missed it out. You missed out, but we commentated a game, and he commentated one with Munchies. That was pretty exciting.
Wow.
And then lastly, I'm actually not sure how much they did, but they did nevertheless sign up for it. I want to thank A Productions and also Edwin for offering help with some admin work. They might have been answering some of your questions, but even if they didn't, just the willingness to help. Thank you so much for doing that. And very, very lastly, but not certainly the least, I want to thank HelyusHD for donating, I believe it was $12.
Oh,
After 15, stupid PayPal charges so much to transfer funds. But yeah, he donated $15. Of course, only 12 are going towards the prize pool because of that PayPal stuff. So thank you, huge thank you. You're the only one that did that, and I know I sent a couple of weeks ago or maybe a month ago, asking for help in this tournament. You're the only one that, I don't do this for the money at all. I mean, this is way too much work, even if I was making, $12 for this. But I put up my own money for this, so I want to give a huge thank you to HelyusHD for putting up your own funds to support this awesome game.
didn't Alpha Hex also offer to cast?
He did, but he didn't make it. So I do want to thank him as well, I guess, for offering to do that. And he's an awesome dude. So if he does manage to cast a game tomorrow, that will definitely be awesome. I know he is participating in chat. And I guess lastly, I want to thank everybody in chat. So Maxing, I saw Maxing in there. I saw a few other people. Thank you so much for participating. And again, let's try and get a lot of viewers tomorrow. Let's promote this stuff. And, tomorrow I probably won't have too much time to promote this stream on Discord. And that's why I ask you guys to, share it with your grandmothers and stuff, because I really don't have time in between the games. So please do let people know, and let's try and break 30 people. I think we can get 30 viewers for the final at least tomorrow. I think that's a reasonable thing, given that at the last tournament we had 25. So I think that's very reasonable.
You heard the man.
Yeah, let's do
Put
it.
Word out.
Just do it. Put the word out. Right now, I'm a little dead, but we're still not done for today. I'm going to be doing some fun Subcom 2 matches with the community. If you guys want to join in, I don't know if Girl you're going to join in, but join in on those. We're going to do at least a couple, and then we'll see how I feel. My energy drink has finally worn out. I probably need to get some food also, but we're going to do those. We're going to stream those as well. We're going to end the stream here, however, after last words from Mr. Steal Your Girl, if he has any.
Nah, that's it. I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap. Maybe.
Yeah, but again, thank you very much, viewers, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.